Good day everyone, and welcome to today's program. We have with us distinguished guests who have accepted this opportunity to be part of this interview. The task at hand is to examine Saudi's attempt to outline the process of integrating life skills into the classroom. As such, we will focus on the strengths and weaknesses of his outline and the possible areas that may be refined in order to achieve his goal. We will also explore how he can enhance his presentation by addressing the context and significance of the topic, and suggest how he can effectively develop the body paragraphs and conclusion of this expository writing piece. I am your host, Felicien Antoine. I will examine Saudi's thesis statement and topic-to-sentence outline to provide a justification stating which expository method is ideal. Curtis Joseph will expound on the strengths and weaknesses of the topic-to-sentence outline and list the recommendations for revising the outline. Ocon Dixon will provide suggestions for content and context of a possible introductory paragraph. Kirtania Agdoma will explain how the T's of this expository writing can be applied effectively to develop the body paragraphs. And Joanna Green will outline suggestions for developing a conclusion. Let us begin with the justification to determine if the expository method selected complements the information presented in Saudi's writing. Saudi's assignment clearly calls for a process analysis method because he is explaining a series of steps to achieve a specific outcome, which is integrating life skills. His main focus is not the causes and effects of a situation, but rather on the sequence of steps involved in a procedure. This follows the markers used in process analysis. The outline he has created does not accurately follow this expository method. Therefore, we have observed opportunities to improve and refine this piece of writing. I now hand over to my partner, Curtis, to explain and expound on the strengths and weaknesses of Saudi's outline.
My group members and I are extremely grateful for the opportunity to critically appraise Saudi's formal topic-to-sentence outline. Having done so, we were able to point out the strengths and weaknesses in Saudi's formal topic-to-sentence outline, and this is what I will now discuss. One of the strengths we identified was that Saudi had successfully identified 3 major steps in the process of integrating life skills in a classroom. These are identifying the problem to which the skills apply, identifying relevant skills, and embedding life skills into the curriculum. Additionally, the points that Saudi identified can be backed by smaller steps and a sequence of action, indicating the use of the expository method, process analysis. This shows that Saudi had some extent of understanding to the task. However, Saudi's topic-to-sentence outline has quite a number of errors. The topic-to-sentence outline is missing what would be the first step, the broad topic. This is the question or the topic of the essay. This is important because it immediately indicates to the reader what will be discussed in the essay. In Saudi's formal topic-to-sentence outline, he has, and I quote, topic, integrating life skills in the classroom. We see this as incorrect because it lacks significant content. In a formal topic-to-sentence outline, the broad topic should be followed by the narrow topic. The narrow topic is a narrowed down version of the broad topic and usually directs the reader to specifics of what is being discussed in the body paragraphs of the essay. With regard to the thesis statement, the use of TLP, or what we know to be the topic, language, and points, have not been properly implemented in Saudi's topic to sentence outline. The phrase "it constitutes" is not a language of the method process analysis, as it represents a definition or explanation. Process analysis focuses on explaining how something happens or is done, often using transitional phrases that indicates sequence, such as first, second, third, and finally. Additionally, the use of ligatures such as ampersands are generally discouraged in expository writing. It is considered typography and is seen as informal to academic writing. The phrase "easy process" we saw used in Saudi's thesis statement can also be problematic. It is subjective, whereas it is vague. Expository writing seeks to provide factual information backed by evidence and explanation. Process analysis aims to explain steps clearly and objectively. Therefore, it is better to use precise language or language of the specific method. With regards to the subpoints and topic sentences, Saudi has identified 3 major steps of the process of integrating life skills in a classroom. However, the way he constructed the topic sentences are incorrect. His topic sentences are poorly structured, lack appropriate contents and context. Considering these errors or these weaknesses, we see Saudi's formal topic to sentence outline as inefficient and ineffective. Having listed the strengths and weaknesses of Saudi's formal topic to sentence outline, we will now provide recommendations for revising the outline so that it aligns with the expository method which governs Saudi's assignment. Firstly, Saudi should include the broad topic. This is usually the topical question that governs the essay. In this case, explain 3 main steps of the process of integrating life skill in a named setting or practice. Secondly, where Saudi has topic, he should replace it to state narrowed topic, further narrowing down the broad topic so that the reader can have a better understanding of what is being discussed. How many steps of what process? For example, 3 main steps of the process of implementing life skills in a classroom. With regards to the thesis statement, it should be refined so that it represents the quality of expository writing. A single statement expressing the narrow topic of the essay. Structure the statement so that the proper use of TLP can be identified. Replace the phrase "it constitutes" with language that signifies a sequence of steps so that the method process analysis can clearly be identified. Exclude the use of informal language such as symbols and typography. For example, 3 main steps of the process of integrating life skill in a classroom begins with identifying the problem to which the skills apply, followed by identifying relevant skills, and then embedding life skills into the curriculum. The subtopic or subpoints should be taken from the thesis statement, the 3 main steps of the process. With regards to the topic sentences, the use of TLP must also be implemented. Therefore, the topic sentences must include the subpoints or subtopics which were taken from the thesis statement, the topic that is being discussed, along with language of process analysis, that is, words or phrases that represent a sequence, stages, or steps. For example, identifying the problems to which skills apply is the first main step of integrating life skills in a classroom. These are the revised recommendations for the formal topic-to-sentence outline to align with the expository method that governs Saudi's assignment. Thank you.
Should Saudi write an introduction paragraph with regards to establishing the significance and context of the topic? Saudi should write an introduction that is guided by the following contents. Firstly, Saudi should seek to define the major term in the topic of the essay, in this case being life skill, and it should relate this to the classroom setting. The second sentence should follow the work of the first by giving more details about the topic and its relationship to the setting, being the classroom. Furthermore, Saudi should provide relevant details pertaining to life skills and its importance of integrating it into the classroom setting. Finally, the last sentence should be the thesis statement. This should be taken from the formal topic-to-sentence outline. The thesis statements indicate the stages of the paragraph that will guide the body of the essay. Thank you.
The tease allows the writer to develop the paragraph so that it is clear to the reader. So the topic sentence for paragraph 3, the third step of the process of integrating life skills in the classroom is embedding them into the curriculum, should be the first sentence. Thereafter, an explanation of the subpoint is required. The explanation allows the writer to explain the main point or the way in which the point suggested should be done. After this is done, the writer must give an example of how or what must be done to incorporate the life skills into the lesson plans or assignments, followed by providing evidence from credible sources to support the example. Then finally, provide a summary of everything previously mentioned. So let's look at a further breakdown of the T's. T represents the topic sentence, the first sentence of a paragraph that introduces the main idea. It provides a clear focus and sets the stage for the rest of the paragraph. It captures the reader's interest without going into great detail. In this scenario, the topic sentence is the third step of the process of integrating life skills in the classroom, is embedding them into the curriculum. E. The first E represents explanation, providing further clarification or reasoning to support the main idea. It helps the reader understand why the topic sentence is true or important. It avoids vague statements and gives a solid foundation for the evidence while ensuring that the paragraph flows logically. And the second E represents an example of why the topic is important. It provides background information, context or reasoning behind the topic sentence. It helps make the argument more concrete and persuasive. It provides events or experiences relevant to the topic from books, history or case studies. Example, life skills such as critical thinking, communication, and problem solving are essential for students to navigate real-world challenges. Schools that incorporate these skills help students become more independent and adaptable. The third E represents evidence. This section includes research, expert opinions, statistics, or real-world examples to back up the claim. It makes the argument more credible and persuasive. Evidence supports the topic sentence by providing facts, data, examples, or expert opinions that strengthen your argument or point. It helps prove or validate the claim made in the topic sentence. It persuades the reader with logical support. Example, a study by the World Economic Forum 2020 found that 92% of educators believe life skills training improves student success in both career and personal life. Additionally, Finland, a country known for its progressive education system, integrates problem solving and social emotional learning into its curriculum, leading to consistently high student performance. So you see here that evidence was provided. S. The S represents summary by wrapping up the paragraph by reinforcing the main point and linking it back to the overall argument. It may also show the broader impact of the idea. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Kitanya. I would now explain 5 suggestions for developing the conclusion of the essay on integrating life skills in the classroom. The first way is a novel restatement of the thesis, reiterating that incorporating life skills is a simple yet crucial procedure that improves students' overall development will help to summarize the key points. For instance, you can write, effectively integrating life skills into the classroom is a structured yet simple approach that begins with recognizing real-world challenges, selecting relevant skills and embedding them into the curriculum to prepare students for life beyond academics. A second way to develop the conclusion is by emphasizing the importance of life skills. Highlight why life skills are crucial in education, linking them to students' long-term success in personal and professional life. An example you can write is, by equipping students with essential life skills such as critical thinking, communication, and resilience, educators ensure that learners are not only academically proficient, but also capable of navigating the complexities of adulthood. A third way of summarizing the conclusion is by issuing a request for action. An example, we can urge curriculum designers, educators, and legislators to actively work towards successfully incorporating life skills. For example, educators must take a proactive role in embedding life skills into daily lessons, ensuring that students receive a well-rounded education that prepares them for real-world challenges. A fourth way of summarizing would be discuss possible difficulties and upcoming issues. Recognize any roadblocks such as reluctance to change or lack of funding and provide solutions. For example, while implementing life skills, educators may present challenges. Schools can overcome them through professional development, collaborative curriculum planning, and ongoing assessment of students' needs. The final way of summarizing would be to end with a thought-provoking statement. Give the reader a takeaway that highlights the importance of incorporating life skills. For example, ultimately, education should not just be about passing exams. It should empower students with the skills they need to strive in an ever-changing world. Thank you.
By incorporating these recommendations derived from our analysis, using the concepts of TLP and T's, Saudi can transform his basic outline into a compelling and informative presentation that effectively explains the process of integrating life skills into the classroom. Thank you to the presenters for your contributions and to everyone for participating in today's interview.